Makiam, Yabashim Yashabrak, Bashim Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone to you, hopeful elect on the four corners of the planet Earth, that's in this thing without sincerity, honesty, and faith, pushing this truth like it's meant to be pushed. This is just a quick GMS in transit. I was gonna do a video on it last night, but I just ended up, hey, brothers have said it, but this is just a touch. Esau is feeling the heat, man. Okay, Esau is feeling it. Esau's starting to feel what we felt when we was going down, man. As a people, you fall. What do? You try to grab on to the side of the wall. You try to hold on to what was once had. The only reason, and brothers speak on it, the only reason Esau let us off the cotton fields, as it may say, is because he knew he had our mental locked up. He felt comfortable. That's why he wasn't attacking us the way that he once was, because he felt comfortable. Now he's starting to feel uncomfortable. That's why you have these Edomites running around talking about they coon hunting, and that don't affect us no more, man. Words and bywords like that don't affect us as they once did. We at one time we take offense to it, but now we know we're more than coons and niggas to be called in the world, man. Because how are we the coon? How are we a coon and how are we a nigga? But we dominate in everything that we touch. If it wasn't for Esau's sword and that blessing, what really would this man be? And he knows that, man. Like the apostles and elders have said, Esau's low level. He cannot make it without the blessing. If it wasn't for the blessing, he would be the same caveman that we know him to be. And once the Lord strips him of that blessing totally, he's gonna go back to that. He's gonna go back to being a nobody. All he is a somebody with clout right now, because the Most High is propping him up, just like it says that Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Esau, that's also tying in. Esau has been a golden cup in the Most High's hand. The Most High has propped this man up. The Most High is the backer of this man to fulfill prophecy. That's it. Now he served his purpose. He has a few more things to do, but he's out of there, man. Just like you have a contract, right? And it's called, if you ever deal with contracts, it's called a spin down. When you spin down your business with that contract, okay? If you're an independent contractor, you have a set time that the contract is signed for. So if you sign a year contract, 6 months, a month, you have a time, it's called spin down, where everything is being finalized. So the Most High is what? Like it says in Daniel, you have been weighed and found wanting. Esau has been put on that aim up short, man. Now, and giving us the truth, knowledge, and wisdom, the name, the understanding of the prophecies. All these things are power. They're power. I remember the apostle told me one time and said, "Look, we have spiritual power through these scriptures, through the understanding. We have power, spiritual power now, man. We're able to discern spirits. We're able to be like, oh man, that's a Jake. That's power, man. If you read in I think 2 Corinthians, 1st to 2 Corinthians, where it says that the gifts, healing, tongues, and discerning of spirits. And that was a lesson I was going to do, Lord willing, if the Spirit jump on me to go into it. But the discerning of spirits, the discerning of knowing who is who. Just like when Yahushua was on the scene, he had the gifts rolled up in one spiritual bundle, okay? And he was able to discern who is what, who is who. That's why he called Peter Rock. Okay? I'm not mistaken. So he called him that rock because he knew that who Peter was. He said, on this rock I shall build my church, because Peter was David coming back in the reincarnation. Just like the Lord knew who Elijah was. He knew who his cousin was, man. He knew. So now, that's a deeper understanding of knowing who's coming back. But now we understand we can spot Israel by their spirits, man. We're able to discern the spirits on a level right now, but it's going to increase. That's why the angels have that power, because it says what? Let the wheat and the tare grow together, and then in the harvest they shall be separated. That how would the angels be able to separate who is who? Because they know who is who. Because they have that power, that ability, and we've been given it in these last times. That's how we're able to know that, oh man, this man's an Edomite. He is the Edomite he's the devil the Bible speaks of. He's Esau. The only reason these Edomites are mad because they're losing their power. By the way of this truth, we're pulling them down, man. They want to say, oh, Christ, we going after Christ. That's the most dustiest doctrine that's been pushed on the planet Earth, man. It's waxing old. It's fading away. You even have Edomites that will say, oh, Yeshua. They'll go as far as that to try to so-called say they have some understanding. But that Christ doctrine is being pushed out because the times are changing. I've seen an article where the poles are even shifting. The earth itself is changing. We are changing. We're not the same creatures we was yesterday, the day before. Every day is growth. The times when you feel down and you catch hell, that's a part of growth. It's called growing pains. Okay? Growing pains. We're having growing pains because the Most High is quenching us of this world, man. And you're in the flesh. You're gonna want certain things to happen and things to go through. And it seems like you're never really achieving much. But we are achieving great deals, man, by this truth. We've shaken up a world that was more powerful than us. Okay? We're shaking up a doctrine that has had a sway over many, many, many people. Millions and millions of people have been under that spell for a long time. And this truth is breaking that spell. Israel is everywhere. You got dudes wearing fringes at McDonald's, and you got how many so-called Israelite groups. You got men waking up on the four corners of the planet Earth. Esau has made it a point to monitor everything. So he's seeing the growth. He's seeing the movement. Hey, Shalom, Joplin. Shalom, Joplin. Yabashima Shabrakatah, man. But this is just a speaking out loud, on the way in traffic. So hey, but Esau has been found to be the nigga of the world, man, and he don't like it. He's lost his prestige that he once had. He's lost it. Nobody respect his own people don't respect him. He don't respect himself, man. More and more Edomites are getting put on child support. Edomites are on food stamps. Edomites are steady in a hospital with this type of disease, this type of ailment. This man is losing it because the curses. I put a comment on a video. I said the curses are dripping all over this man. He's dripping curses, man. The Most High saturating Esau in curses. Read Deuteronomy 30, man. Deuteronomy 30 and 7. He's going to put the curses on these nations, and we are witnessing it, man. We are witnessing what the Lord is doing as he's returning unto us. So, Akim, just embrace the time that we in. Esau's going to get mad. He's going to get mad. He's going to get pissed. That's why he's gonna come at this truth, because that's the main thorn in his side. We are at his Achilles tendon, his lies, man. He took great pride in secrecy, in doing everything when nobody could see it, in darkness. Now when you put a light on him, really Esau's a he's a spiritual roach, man. He is a spiritual roach. He conducts his movements in the darkness. And once the light comes on, he got to scurry. He got to get up out of there, man. He got to get up out of there. So now, the light, which is this truth, that's why it says in Matthew, let thy light shine before men, that they may see your good works. What's wrong with us reading the Bible? What's wrong with brothers conducting themselves as with integrity? What's wrong with that? Esau didn't go into projects and say, yeah, let's go gangster hunting. He'll just lock Jake up and make money off Jake. He makes money off of Jake's wickedness. But once Jake conducts himself as a so-called man of integrity, he can't make money off that. We move a different way. We act a certain way. He don't get profit off of us acting like that. So we're throwing a monkey wrench in his plans and telling Jake what? Don't eat pork. Watch your diet. That affects Esau's pocket, man, because Jake eats the hell out of some pork, man. So he's seeing a drop in his establishment and his status quo. And that should when you see Esau acting away, that should make Jake feel go harder, man. Because there's nothing we can do with this man when it comes to the sword. You can't touch him when it comes to that sword. That's a blessing from the Lord. You can't go against it. You're fighting against the Most High if you go on that level. Because the Most High gave him that sword, gave him that realm of violence. So we don't fight violence with violence. We fight violence with this truth. Esau's prone, man. Esau want to get down. Esau is a man of war. He wants to get down like that. He wants to get carnal. But once we use the spirit, he can't battle with that because he's not a spiritual being. What is he? He's a man that is just base, a base fellow. So, hey, this is just talking out loud and going into a few things. And, man, we're messing this man. We're fucking with him, man. Pardon my friend Suave, but and that's a beautiful thing, man. It's time that Esau feels the heat. All right. So with that, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakak Wadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakak Wadash for this truth, knowledge, and wisdom, and the honor to be able to push this truth and to know the things that we know, man. Shalom, Akim. Shalom.